Hello, dear foodie friends, and welcome to Kitchen Chat. I'm your host, Margaret McSweeney, and I'm so excited you're joining us today here at the beautiful Viking and La Cornue showroom in the Merchandise Mart, here with my wonderful friend and co-host, Chef Jamie Larita.
What's up, guys?
And we are so thrilled for you to meet Blair Loftspring. She is the Managing Director of Marketing and Leasing for LuxeHome, beautiful LuxeHome here in the Merchandise Mart and also in New York. Welcome to Kitchen Chat.
Thank you, Margaret. I'm so happy to be here with you and Jamie today. Really excited. Yeah.
Well, this is such a fun celebration. It marks a year.
I can't believe it.
Yes, that you've been here in the showroom.
Flew by. I really can't believe it. I remember when this was not here. So it's amazing, really.
Yeah, that's like, I remember when I first met you, Blair. You were like wondering, like I remember all throughout the process, you kept like peeking your head in. And I kept thinking, do people think we're not going to be able to do this? But we did it.
But you did it, and it was beautiful. I mean, I think there was a couple late nights we were both here working on different things, and I knew you were going to get it done.
Yes,
and Jamie, you did this, you and your team, and how many weeks did you design this beautiful showroom?
Well, to be perfectly transparent, I came into the project after some of the work was laid out, and I got to work with the Middleby team. We had Kiki and Jim and Lakeshore and all those people here working. So to be fair, I spent 12 weeks in the project designing and helping them get through that phase and building and staging the showroom. So about 12 weeks.
And what was your biggest challenge in designing and making this happen?
I feel like if there was a challenge, it would be the challenge of time, you know, and also when you're working in a building like this, you have, you know, Teamsters, and there's a different sort of like protocol as to like building outside. There are rules and regulations within the Mart that you have to abide by. I wouldn't say that that was a challenge, but it was something that I had to make sure that I was aware of. Mostly it was coordination. I guess it was a big dance that we were doing to try to, you know, one day it was tile and the next day it's not like building one kitchen. We built 10 of them. So you're building 10 kitchens at once. And at that, there's a lot of materials that you have to separate and make sure belong and have the right amounts to each different one, and lots of different appliances that paired with that. You know, we have stainless steel appliances in some vignettes, but not in all vignettes. But you had to make sure that the right appliances were going where they needed to be. So just like anything else, good planning was, I think, what made this happen. And a thing that I am most grateful for was that, you know, we had the support team of the Mart behind us to help us make sure that we met the mark on the date, and we did.
You did.
And if you could tell us, Blair, what is it like to work with a new client, a new showroom, and see it from scratch to finish?
Well, it's always really exciting because we're very lucky here at LuxeHome. We have some of the best brands in the industry that are here, like Viking and La Cornue in this showroom. And it's always exciting to see what the brands are going to do with their products and how they're going to really bring them to life, because that's what happens here at LuxeHome. And so with Viking and La Cornue and with Middleby, I was so excited. They had so much great product. I was like, how are they going to get this all in here and make it look beautiful and make it all shine? And they did it and then some. So definitely had my expectations completely blown away. But with any showroom, it's just always exciting to see them, the brand, take their product and really bring it to life.
Yes, and can you tell us a little bit of history about the Merchandise Mart and LuxeHome?
Sure. So the Mart was built in the 1930s by Marshall Field, one of the great retailers. And it was sold then in 1945 to the Kennedy family. And the Kennedys owned it until 1998 when they sold it to Vornado. And we are now owned by Vornado Realty Trust. It's a public company out of New York, and they own the Mart here in Chicago. So that's the abbreviated version of the history. And then LuxeHome has been on the first floor of the Mart since 2003. We had kitchen and bath showrooms in the Mart on one of the upper floors. They've always been retail, and we welcome everyone to come in and shop and experience all of the showrooms here. So the idea was to bring these beautiful boutiques down to the first floor, and they've been here now for going on, I guess it's 16 years. So we've continued to expand the footprint of LuxeHome and opened up additional space on the first floor to showroom space, like the space we're sitting in now that's Viking and La Cornue's. So we are just so grateful to have all the best brands in the industry here, and I think they really are able to collaborate with one another.
And Blair, I don't know if you know this, but I was so drawn in. I've always loved the Mart as a designer. I've always used it to my advantage. But I was really inspired by the deco design, even in the trim of like how each showroom is trimmed with that deco pattern. A lot of that I incorporated subliminally into the design of the showroom in a modern way. It's such a beautiful, iconic building, and so much is going on all the time with LuxeHome.
Oh, absolutely. And LuxeHome and in the Mart as a whole, I mean, the merchandise mart in and of itself is the largest commercial building in the country, second biggest building by square footage next to the Pentagon, which is
really?
obviously a government building. But besides that, we've got 30,000 people that work in this building every day, and there's it's like a city within a city. There's a multitude of different industries here. Obviously, we have all the kitchen, bath, and appliance showrooms here on the first floor. We go upstairs, we've got the best brands in home furnishings and commercial furnishings. So it's a really fun, almost mecca for design here.
And even the evolution of the food that's in the Mart now. You've got a lot of great restaurants upstairs. I love what you did with Marshall's Landing upstairs. It's such a great way for us to have like small business meetings and coffee with our clients, and even in so many opportunities within the Mart of itself for designers to hold like. We just had somebody here yesterday, something very new with the convention center.
With our new conference center.
The conference center.
Yeah, we have a lot of great amenities here in the building for all the showrooms and the offices that are here. We have Marshall's Landing that you mentioned, which is really a landing place for, meetings, private dinners, presentations. And then we have a great bar there too. We also have our conference center up on the 6th floor, which just opened this year.
Yeah, we had a client here yesterday that used it.
State-of-the-art space that has a multitude of screens and great classroom-style tables. So it's a great training room or things like that. And then we've got a post office here. We've got a FedEx. We've got everything that you need.
You can get yourself a manicure, a pedicure,
hair blowout.
A blowout. I've gotten suit jackets and ties here, and last-minute gifts for people.
Wine.
Recipe ingredients. I mean, you have so many things like the chopping block, and I love the wine cellar.
The wine shop,
And lots of, you've got a gym here.
Yeah, there's a gym. Up on the 9th floor.
And then you're connected to a hotel.
There's a hotel. You don't have to go outside for that. There really is something for everybody here.
Right.
That's the idea.
Super convenient to do business.
Yeah. And I love how you work so closely with the tenants. And you had a wonderful marketing meeting yesterday or a couple of days ago. And really, you work so hard in helping to elevate and market the tenants who are here as well. So it's a great opportunity there.
I really think the best thing about LuxeHome is all the brands that are here, and I feel so lucky to work with all of these fantastic brands. And everyone in this industry, I don't know what your experience has been, is just so passionate about what they do that it makes my job exciting and interesting every single day, because every single brand has a story, every single showroom has a story, the people in there have stories, and so it makes a lot of fun to work on the marketing and promotion of all the brands that are here. And
what I didn't realize upon coming here and getting the job and being here for a year now is that it's such a destination for travelers. We've had people walking through our showroom with suitcases, and I thought, they must be here for a convention or a meeting. And they're like, no, we just had some extra hours and we thought we would come and visit it because it's such a really well-loved, well-sought-after sort of like destination to come and see in Chicago.
And they always stop by when they see that you are cooking.
That's
is that the reason why they come in here?
They're not just coming to see you.
Oh my goodness.
I love too, Jamie and Blair, the heart for charity that LuxeHome has. And can you share with us about Chill and some of the great philanthropy?
And the money you raised this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do a big food and wine event with Wine Spectator called Chill that every showroom and every chef in the showrooms as well as restaurants from the outside participates in called Chill. It benefits 3 Chicago area charities, which we love. The Lynn Sage Foundation, Saturday Place, and the Respiratory Health Association that all make an impact here in Chicago. We raised over $250,000 in one night this year, which is great. And then over the course of the 12 years we've been doing the event, we've raised over $1.8 million. million to support those groups. So it's exciting, and it's a wonderful way to give back. And, all of our showrooms in their own right, I know that Viking and La Cornue does this, but every showroom does a lot of good in the community as well. So, if you were to add up all of those wonderful things, I don't even know how you could, but there's a lot of, philanthropic activity that happens within the walls of these showrooms.
Yeah,
too.
well, you're talking about within the walls and what happens in the Mart, but also outside the Mart.
Yes,
glad you brought this up.
Yeah, this year, and I love that. Anything that has to do with art. You have art on the Mart.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, a little bit about Art on the Mart. So Art on the Mart launched on September 29th this year. We had 30,000 people over on Wacker Drive looking at the south face of the building, but we have the world's largest light projection on the south face of the Merchandise Mart. We worked with a company called Obscura, and it's all public art. It's not any sponsorships or branding. It's all pure art out there. It's running 5 nights a week and about 10 months of the year, and it will change seasonally. But right now, through the end of the year, we've actually got one that's sort of holiday focused going on in conjunction with the rest of the art. So it's a really, there's nothing else like it in the world, and it's permanent. We installed projectors across the river, so it will be there. It's not just a temporary, month or two installation. It's a permanent thing, and it's a great collaboration between a business like the Mart, as well as the city of Chicago was obviously involved, and then the arts community. We have a curatorial board, and it's been a great project. I didn't work on it personally, but I have some colleagues that did. So,
well, I have to say, it's so much fun being in the showroom and being part of everything that happens here. The events are huge. Thousands of people come to the events that you guys throw. It's really beneficial for all the brands, especially on the main level.
Well, and mentioning all the brands, I think another thing that I love about working with all the LuxeHome showrooms is how the brands all collaborate together. There's so much synergy here. We have appliance brands, we've got cabinetry brands, we've got plumbing brands, and all of those brands at the end of the day are going into someone's home in one capacity or another. So there's a lot of collaboration that goes on. They might be bringing in an architectural firm, but that might want to see the appliances here, but also see the plumbing in a neighboring showroom. So there's a lot of great synergies, and I think that's what works so beautifully.
I'm always the guy that's borrowing a cup of sugar. I cook so much in here, I'm always running out of something.
And the can opener.
Yeah, and a can opener, a cup of sugar, a couple of eggs.
Right.
But I reward the other showrooms with lots of treats coming out of our showroom, and the same happens. Hey, wait. Yes, it does. The same thing happens to us. But and everything that we ask for, whether it be tables and chairs or things that we need for our events, you guys are always there to provide, all of the little extra things that we need, which helps us be successful. So I just want to say thank you for this year of. I have to say, on our showroom, there's a big slogan on our wall that says, "Your life will change." Mm-hmm. And I have to say that, honestly, Blair, you have been so great for us and so nice. It's always a pleasure to see you coming into our showroom because we know that you're always bringing us something good.
Oh, that's
nice. It's super true. And I feel like that we are, we all work as a team here to provide the customer and the end user or designer, engineer, architect with one-of-a-kind experience that you can only get here at the Merchandise Mart. So thank you very much.
Thank you. No, it's a pleasure to work here and work with brands like Viking and La Cornue and Middleby. There's such a great energy in the showroom. Every time I come in here, there's something fun going on or unique going on.
Hey, listen, if you can't have fun at work, you shouldn't be working.
Exactly. So, thank you for your commitment here and for being here over the past year. It brought a lot of great energy to the building.
Yeah, and now we're in your sister building.
Yes,
in New York, and Jamie designed that. I have to interject here. This is an award-winning showroom for outstanding showroom.
Oh, the one here in Chicago is, yes.
Chicago and Cavis. And congratulations, Jamie, and your team for doing that.
Yes,
and
we did a great job.
Yeah, and I love, too, how you both talk about collaboration. Jamie, can you share about how you collaborated in this beautiful showroom with some of the other brands?
I'm glad you brought that up, Margaret, because that is one of the things that I think makes this showroom shine so bright. Are the brands and the fellow brands that, as someone that's done a lot of homes and apartments in the city, I was able to come into the Merchandise Mart, and we have at our fingertips here people like Artistic Tile and Maya Romanoff and CAI Lighting. These are brands that are iconic, family-owned and operated, and really, in my opinion, are some of the biggest and best in the industry. And we were able to partner with them to bring in everything we needed. So it's really fun to have people from Artistic Tile or any of the other partners that we've used come in and share our space and their products with us, and we're able to like cross over. And there'll maybe somebody in here looking at tile, and that's okay because eventually they're going to redo a kitchen.
Right.
And
exactly.
people that are coming in to redo a kitchen, we know we can show their tile. So it really is a win-win on many levels that you get to collaborate with a lot of people that are on the same level when it comes to wanting to expose their brands in the best of ways.
And then the A&D building.
Yes.
Share with us about the new showroom.
Yeah, I have to say that is something that I know I'm going to show my sensitive side here, folks, but I cried when that was finished.
Aww.
It was so beautiful when it was done, and our team did such an amazing job there building it and organizing that, but it's very, very special. But it wouldn't be as special if it wasn't such a great building to begin with. I took a lot of the inspiration actually from the exterior. So if you're ever in New York City and you want to go to the A&D building on 58th Street, go up to the 10th floor and see our Viking La Cornue showroom. I have to say that it's really something special, because what I did was I took what was on the outside of the building and brought it in. So if you stand in each one of our vignettes and you tilt your head outside towards the outdoors, it actually creates one giant space. So I was really motivated and inspired by the beauty of New York City, and it could only be in a building like that. Each window brings a different flavor of New York.
Yes.
Yeah. It's really beautiful.
And speaking of flavors, we are in the Viking La Cornue showroom here in the kitchen. Not to put you on the spot, but are you a home chef?
Am I a home chef? I'm more of a home assembler.
Make it happen.
Yes. No, but I grew up with a mom that loves to cook, and so whenever I'm home, we definitely do some cooking. But I'm not as much a home chef as I probably should be, given the industry that we're in. But I'm lucky enough to be around a lot of great chefs every day. So I try to pick up little pieces here and there.
I mean, you must have so many relationships with like just Chill Alone.
Yeah.
We had Chef's Night Out here in the Mart with another partner, but you must meet a lot of chefs.
We do. I think I'm gonna have to come take some cooking lessons from you, because it's not my strong suit, I'll be honest.
Right.
But no, I definitely have been lucky enough to work with some fantastic chefs and some fantastic cooking equipment as well.
We've made a big mark here in Chicago because of LuxeHome and the Merchandise Mart, and we're only looking forward in 2019 to making it a better year.
Absolutely.
And we're super excited about that.
Too.
And thank you again for everything you do.
Well, thank you guys for everything too. It's a pleasure to work with you guys, and thanks for having me on Kitchen Chat today.
Well, thank you, and thank you, dear foodie friends, for joining the fun. Make sure you come visit Chef Jamie Larita in the Viking and La Cornue showroom at the beautiful Merchandise Mart.
Suite 137.
Yes, 137,
First
and
floor.
say hi to Blair too.
Yes,
Here as well.
usually down here somewhere.
And come get inspired. I hope when you're in Chicago, you will visit the Merchandise Mart. It's a great place for inspiration for your kitchen and your home. So thank you again for tuning in, and always remember to take a moment and savor the day.